O desert, endless and eternal, your silence is deeper than oceans. Your patience is longer than time. You are not empty. You are full of wisdom. You are full of courage. You are full of the whispers of my ancestors. Every grain of your sand holds a story. Some tell of travelers who lost their way, yet found themselves in your embrace. Some tell of warriors who stood unshaken, though storms tried to bury them in shadows. Some tell of lovers who carved their promises in the rhythm of your winds, trusting the desert to guard their secret. O desert, when I walk upon your burning ground, I feel not pain, but power. The heat reminds me that strength is earned, not given. The emptiness reminds me that silence is not weakness, but a language of its own. You teach me, O desert, that even when the sun is merciless, the night will come to soothe. That even when the path is endless, every step is victory. That even when storms surround, the horizon still waits with hope. O desert, you are not harsh, you are honest, and in your honesty, you teach me courage. When the winds rise, they sting my face like arrows, but you, O desert, whisper to me, endure, for storms are only visitors, but you belong. When the sun strikes down, my shadow disappears, and I stand alone with myself, but you, O desert, remind me, courage is not found in company, but in the strength to stand alone. When thirst tightens my throat, and distance mocks my hope, you stretch farther, endless, but you, O desert, teach me, courage is not in reaching the end, but in taking the next step. I look at the dunes, they shift, they move, yet they never disappear. So too must I bend, adapt, endure, but never vanish. O desert, you strip away what is false, you take away what is weak, and what remains is truth, is strength, is courage. O desert, you are my mirror. When I look upon your vastness, I see my own soul stretched wide, filled with both silence and strength. You teach me that courage is not always the roar of lions. Sometimes it is the quiet breath of a man who refuses to give up. Sometimes it is the hand that lifts another from the dust. Sometimes it is the heart that believes in light, though surrounded by night. You teach me, O desert, that courage is not pride. It is humility before trials. It is bowing to the storm, not in defeat, but in wisdom. For the storm will pass, but I will remain. And so, O desert, with every grain of sand beneath my feet, with every star that crowns your sky, I carry your lessons, I carry your strength, I carry your courage. For I am not only your son, I am your echo, and through me, the world shall know, the desert teaches courage, and courage builds nations. O desert, when the day departs, and the blazing sun bows into the horizon, you dress yourself in a crown of stars. Each star is a lantern of courage, hung by the hand of the Eternal, lighting paths for those who dare to walk. When the world has surrendered to sleep, the night is not your silence, it is your music. The winds become drums, the dunes become choirs, the stars become verses, written in the ink of eternity. I sit beneath your endless roof, O desert, and you speak to me without words. Look above, my son, every star is a reminder. You are not lost, you are guided, you are watched, you are chosen. O desert, you remind me that courage is not only for the warrior, not only for the falcon that strikes its prey. Courage is for the dreamer who dares to believe in the unseen. Courage is for the leader who carries the burden of many hearts. Courage is for the child who holds tomorrow in his fragile hands. O desert, I see the constellations, their shapes older than kingdoms, their light older than our footsteps, and still they shine. They teach me patience, they teach me faith. They whisper, even when you cannot see us, we are there, guiding your way. And I understand, courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move. Though fear stands before me, courage is not always the sword, it is the prayer whispered at dawn. Courage is not always the march, it is the single step taken in hope. O desert, you crown me with stars, not of silver, not of gold, but of endurance. You dress me in shadows, so I may learn to shine within. You surround me with silence, so I may learn to hear my own soul. and in your vastness. I learn this truth, that courage is eternal, passed from father to son, from mother to child, like fire passed from torch to torch, never fading, only growing. So long as your stars remain, O desert, so too will courage remain within us. And even when towers crumble, and cities fall into dust, the desert will still whisper, stand, rise, endure. For I have taught you courage, and courage is forever. O desert, you raise your children not with ease, but with trials sharp as blades, with wings that carve the face, with thirst that burns the throat. Yet from this hardship you gift us wings, for every son of this land is a falcon, every daughter a guiding star. We do not crawl upon the earth in despair, we rise, we soar, we embrace the endless sky. The falcon does not beg the winds to be kind. It spreads its wings, it trusts the storm, it commands the horizon. So too have you taught me, O desert. Do not fear the storm, for the storm is your ally. Let it lift you, let it test you, let it prove that you belong to the sky. O desert, your falcon is not chained, yet it returns to the hand that raised it. So are we, free in spirit, yet bound in loyalty. We roam the world with vision wide, but our hearts return to the homeland, like a falcon returns to its master's call. Courage is not only in flight, but in return. Courage is not only in the hunt, but in loyalty to the nest. Courage is not only in striking the prey, but in protecting the weak, in shielding the fragile, in honoring the soil from which we rise. O desert, when I lift my eyes to the falcon, I see myself reflected in its wings. I see a child who once feared the unknown, now grown into a man who walks with the wind. I see a nation that once was but a handful of tents, now a kingdom of towers that kiss the heavens. And yet, the courage is the same, the soul is unchanged. The whisper of the desert still beats in our veins. You teach me, O desert, that courage is not for one moment, it is a way of life. It is the breath we take each morning. It is the promise we make before every dawn. We will not surrender. We will not falter. We will rise again. O falcon of the endless sky, guide me as I walk my path. Teach me to strike with justice, to soar with vision, to endure with patience, to return with loyalty. For I am your son, O desert. I am the falcon born of your horizon. And as long as your sands remain, as long as your winds roar, as long as your stars burn bright, I will carry your courage, I will guard your honor, I will fly with your spirit.